Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
Here we are, the two of us.
Yes, we are.
A bit of a body cam.
Body cam, right? Okay.
I've said it before, say it again. Absolutely love the cop video footage.
Yeah, so do I.
From the cops' body cam. Watch loads of it at home. Watch all the cop shows, to be fair.
Yeah. Proper real life, though, isn't it? You know, you can't sort of make it up. It's not sort of like burlesque or anything. It's sort of like
No, that's
really
exactly
what's
it.
happening sort of thing.
I always wanted to be a cop.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. And it was like, I actually applied.
Yeah.
One of the senior cops who were new, I played squash with him years ago. And he said to me, if you want to be a cop, just let me know. I'll get you straight in.
Yeah.
You know, sort of thing. He said, just fill out the forms and I'll do the rest.
Yeah.
So
Which division would you be going in then?
Oh, I'd be going in I'd be like CID.
CID.
Detective.
I could just imagine.
Anything that just sort of like gets me out on the streets. But
Yeah.
I knew all the wrong uns, so I just thought I'd just go around.
Dead easy.
Dead easy for me, yeah. Just go around and say,
You know where they live already,
Yeah.
you know where they hang out.
Yeah, so it's but no, it's one of them things. It just nowadays being a cop, you're putting your life at risk every time
Absolutely,
you go out.
hugely. Absolutely. Every time. You just never know, do you?
Yeah.
You just never know.
But this is an ignorant cop gets owned by a lawyer with a camera. These ones I like.
Sort of getting it back a bit here, aren't
Yeah.
you? You've got a lawyer, he'll know what he's talking about, won't he? So
A lot of cops nowadays have got power trip. They've got power like, this. I mean, you read about them in most countries, wherever you are. They come in and they think they're above the law.
Yeah.
And they sort of like go on a power trip. And then this is why I like it. If someone's got a camera, then
it's a bit like in sports. Well, you've got to know the rules, and you know some cops don't know the exact law on certain things, but you know you need to know the rules, don't you? And obviously, this lawyer,
yeah, let's get
clearly
into it.
he probably knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, ignorant cop gets owned by a lawyer with a camera.
Can I ask, is there a specific reason for your...
Well, there's always a reason, but I'm not going to share it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to be on my way. Have a good day.
You're going to stay here for a second.
Are you detaining me?
Yes.
In Hibbing, Minnesota, that is Police Sergeant Brent Everett. The sergeant has stopped Ryan Swanson, who runs the YouTube site Good Citizen of the North. Moments earlier, Swanson was filming government buildings on public property.
You may have a very legitimate reason. Can you explain that to me? Or you don't care to explain it? Can I see your identification, please?
Have I broken a law?
I don't know, but people take things very seriously when it comes to public safety and military safety. And if you've been walking around the property photographing things, I don't think it's unreasonable for me to ask.
It's not unreasonable for a police officer to ask for ID, but it is against the Constitution and settled case law to demand an ID without reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime.
Now, you asked me a few questions.
Not going to lie though, if a lot of these public places, and they have them over here as well. You know, if you go through like customs or you go to a police station, clearly says no photography, no cameras allowed, sort of thing. So if you're walking up to buildings like that, they probably have them over there, and you're videoing or you're taking pictures of it. The police are going to get suspicious and they'll be like, especially nowadays.
It is a bit of a grey area. I can see how if you're on public property, certain places you are allowed to do it.
Yeah.
But if you're filming sort of like police stations and stuff like, you think, well, why would you be doing it?
Yeah.
Now? Why would anyone do it? So it's sort of reasonable for a policeman.
You ain't going to stay there or
ask
go on
and
a
say,
holiday.
well, why are you doing it, sort of thing? You know.
Then I can see someone filming like I don't know, the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
You know, it's an iconic building and things like that. But if you're going around a police station videoing and taking photographs, you'd be like, why?
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, if it's an iconic sort of historical building, you might think good reason. But if it's just a bog standard building, you know, you would have
see
to
the
question
suspicion,
it.
and you want to know why. If you were law enforcement officer, you'd honestly say, why are you doing it?
Yeah.
Just give me an answer, then you can be on your way.
Exactly. Yeah.
When I got here for my name and badge number, and I was more than willing to provide that with you.
Which I believe you're required to do.
Yep.
I'm not.
Well, if we have reason to believe you may be involved in criminal activity,
You need a reasonable, articulable suspicion that I am, or I'm about to commit a crime to be able to detain
So
me.
what are you up
So what am I being detained for?
for identification purposes?
In order to ID me, I had to have broken a law.
Vicious activity on 23rd Street, Brooklyn Drive, all with one male. Okay. So here's the thing. You can tell me who you are, and I can have you on your way very easily. And you can
Here's
go
the
about your
thing. At this
business.
point in time, it's an illegal detainment because I have broken no law.
Okay.
I'm in the process of breaking no law, and I intend to break no law. You have no suspicions of any of those three. So therefore, you have no right to detain me or try to ID me.
That might be what you think,
That's what I know.
but you can tell me, and I can get you on your way.
Am I being detained or am I
Yes.
free to go?
No, you are not free to go.
Okay. I exercise my right to remain silent.
With Swanson exercising his right, Sergeant Everett calls for backup, and when that backup arrives, Sergeant Everett escalates and becomes hostile.
Told you I'm exercising my right to remain silent.
Set your cameras down.
No, I have every right to record.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now, and you are going to follow my commands or you're going to go to jail. I'm going to detain you in handcuffs.
Are you his supervisor?
Nope, I'm the supervisor.
Can I get your supervisor,
Turn around,
please?
put your hands behind your back.
This is an illegal detainment. Go to the ground, put it down.
Wow. Wow.
Why?
Seems a little bit excessive now, doesn't it? Because that again, that's what happens with the cops. If you don't, if you go against what they're saying, they get on that power trip, don't they?
Oh, absolutely.
Rather than just
yeah.
say, you know what, you're right. You're
Yeah.
doing nothing wrong. You know, on your way.
I mean, I think this lawyer I think it's a bit contrived. I think maybe he's doing it on purpose to get a rise out, knowing that a policeman would ask him who he was and what he was doing there and why he was photographing. So, you just get a feel that maybe he's sort of like contrived the old sort of like scenario anyway. He's sort of like done it just to.
But it's in the same way. In the same way, he's asking, "What have I done wrong?" And the cop's not giving him any reason.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he's like, "Well, if you can't tell me what I've done wrong, I'm on my way."
Yeah, in that sense, he's in the right to say, "Well, I haven't done anything wrong, and I don't have to give you my idea."
This has escalated to a point where it's just getting a little bit daft and crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really,
I'm not resisting.
Yes, you are.
I am not at all. Nothing is tense. I'm completely loose.
You got his arm behind his back?
Yep.
I'm coming back. Sure hope you didn't damage your cameras.
That was Sergeant Everett mocking Swanson's now broken camera.
It's an illegal search. I do not consent to any searches or seizures of my person or property.
Arrest, so
Arrest for what?
Based on the U.S. Constitution, we have the right to search you under search incident to arrest.
What are you arresting me for?
Obstructing.
Obstructing what?
Legal process.
What legal process?
And that's a key point because this process is unlawful without an underlying crime. You cannot charge somebody with obstructing a police officer's commands unless the suspect is obstructing a lawful investigation. This investigation was not lawful, and yet Hibbing police kept escalating.
For what?
Obstructing.
Obstructing what? I broke no laws. You were investigating nothing.
It's suspicious activity when
And
you're
what is that, a
photographing.
misdemeanor or a felony? Suspicious activity, a misdemeanor or a felony, Sergeant? Which one is it? You are now illegally searching my backpack.
After illegally detaining Swanson and damaging his property, the officers continued to search his things. Then they took Swanson to jail and booked him on obstruction. When Swanson was released, he sued the Hibbing Police Department for false arrest. His criminal charge got dropped, and then, when Swanson's lawsuit against the police finally went to court, Swanson was victorious. This one illegal arrest cost the city of Hibbing, Minnesota, $36,000 and tens of thousands more in legal fees and courtroom resources. Still, there's no indication that Sergeant Brent Everett received any reprimand or was punished in any fashion. But the internet has done its thing. Soon after Ryan Swanson won this case, people from across the United States posted so many online comments and messages trashing the Hibbing police, the department had to take down its social media comment pages.
Oh dear.
In case respect to Ryan Swanson, known as Good Citizen of the North, he knew his rights, held the tyrant cops accountable, and got a court to agree that police ignorance is wrong. By the way, a California police department has now agreed to pay out one of the largest settlements in state law enforcement history. The $20 million comes in the wake of cops arresting a peaceful man and breaking his neck.
Wow. Holy shit.
It's called paying compliance. When you stop resisting.
Ow! I'm not resisting! Why are you doing this? Because you're just not going with the program. I am!
Check out that video at the link below.
100%. I'm gonna have a look at that. Right?
Wow.
But that's I don't know what's wrong with cops anywhere.
You've got to know you've got to know the rules. You've got to know the law.
We just, even when you know the law and stuff like that, we've just had a situation over here where a guy yelled at a police officer. He just yelled at him.
Yeah.
Right? It was during the riot. It wasn't inciting anything. He just yelled at the cop about doing what the cop was doing. Like, he was over aggressive. He was yelling something. He got 16 months in jail for yelling at a cop. Right.
Wow.
In the meantime, a primetime newsreader,
right,
purchases video and photographs of children being abused on a grand scale that you wouldn't believe, gets no jail time.
I know, yeah.
How does that work?
It's just all wrong, isn't it?
Man.
some of the comparisons.
That's got to be surely that's got to be looked at. It's
Yeah.
got to be investigated more into it. Why he was given no sentence.
Yeah. It's incredible, isn't
disgusting.
it? But that's the justice system, isn't it, for you?
Over here,
it's
anyway,
just all wrong, isn't it?
It's well out of order over here. But that was a good video. That I like it.
Yeah.
It explained it well. But fair play to the guy who was videoing it, the lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he knew his rights, didn't he, basically? And, when all's said and done, whether he contrived it or not, he was right.
Yeah, but he wasn't being a dick either. He was just saying, he was asking questions, but the cop didn't like it.
Yeah. I think sometimes you think maybe the cop knew maybe he was in the wrong and he was thinking, oh, am I right? He's probably right.
Digging a hole.
Yeah, and you think it's so deep, you have to keep going, don't you?
Buy it on some of them. Just go, do you know what? On your way. I've had enough of you. Just go.
Yeah, exactly.
Clear it off and then move on to something else.
Yeah.
But...
couldn't let it go, could he?
No. Anyway, enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.